Hello everyone, FunShotX here. Welcome back to the Utopia³ server. We are playing the Feed the Beast Resurrection pack. And this is episode 4. I have moved. I didn't like being in spawn. It was just too small, too much going on. I don't know. I didn't feel like I could branch out and grow. So, 2 new developments. I've moved my house, and you can see I've got death pointers all over the place. There's like a rainbow over there. What's my deaths at here? 4. Okay, not too bad. Only 2 more than last time we played. But here's my new house. It's not much right now because I'm still working on decorating, so most of it is made out of dirt and cobble, but it's kind of, as you can see, getting a little bit better as I get some blocks to decorate with. Anyway, there are going to be some kind of grand either boat or dock or something in this bay. This whole bay is mine. It's an awesome bay. It's beautiful. Got to make it pretty. Nice view here. Something on here on either side maybe, like some towers or something. And then you've got this main entrance. It'll have a grand staircase coming up to it. And then it's going to have like this hexagon-looking opening made out of something. I haven't decided yet. Right now it's grass and dirt. And it's going to have this bridge, and there's going to be like a moat type thing. I don't know. Some kind of bridge. Maybe I'll make it a retractable bridge. You know, step on a platform, something opens up. I haven't even looked if I can. Maybe a turtle will put a bridge out for me. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. So we're going to have a bridge, we're going to have a cool door here, and then you come in, and it's also still on this little bridge because we've got a tree farm right here. And again, everything's still kind of made of dirt and cobble and stone as I'm hollowing out this cave. And yeah, I've got a dinky little vanilla cactus farm over there. That's a fun thing to farm when you have no regen, because you're like, I can't get too close, it'll prick me. But yeah, I haven't put like things on top to make them automatic and all that kind of stuff yet. But this is my tree farm. It has these really cool waterfalls that come out of the ceiling and then kind of flow down and flow underneath the bridge, and then everything collects down here. This is a cool trick if you've got water that runs too far. Just put some signs here, and I've stacked signs on signs on signs. If I broke one, they would all break, but that's fine. And then that stops the water, and that way you can make a nice little flowy trench here. All vanilla mechanics, right? And then here I need some way to collect, I don't know, like obsidian pipe or some kind of blue power thing. I don't know, we haven't decided that yet. There's so much to be done. But yeah, that's the tree farm. You want to see something cool about this tree farm? It's got a turtle chopping it down. Okay, so this turtle is designed to be chunk loader free. One thing about the overworld on Utopia is we want to keep it as lag-free as possible, and so we are not allowing chunk loaders on the overworld, which means turtles have trouble because if you unload the chunk when they're in the middle of their program, they kind of forget where they are and then with everything, and they're kind of stuck. So this, I'm going to show you a program here. This turtle, he can shut down wherever, whenever, and start back up wherever, whenever. Basically, he knows what to do. I guess there's one caveat, and that's if he is in the middle of chopping a tree down when he shuts down. He might forget a little bit because he might be on the wrong level. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how to fix that, but the odds that will be happening while he's running are pretty slim, you know, because he's only chopping a tree for a very short portion of the code. I mean, he chops a tree down in like 2 seconds and moves on to the next one. So you'll see these marble bricks here. These are important. These are the blocks that tell him to turn. There's 4 of them, creating like a pinwheel rectangle. So he'll hit that one, turn left, go to hit that one, turn left, go to that one. So all over there. Whenever he hits a marble block, he stops for 30 seconds. That just gives the trees a little bit of chance to grow. Otherwise, he's wasting fuel, right, if he's constantly driving around in a circle. So let's look at some code. This will just take a few seconds. If you don't like code for computer craft, you can skip ahead a couple minutes. If you do, I'm going to try and paste bin this code and put it up on the line internet somewhere. I'm not sure if we have HTTP. Do we? What's the... I can't even remember. It's been so long to play computer craft. If we have it enabled on the server, I will download the code, put it on paste bin, and put it in the description below. If we don't, then I probably won't. You guys will just have to copy it from the video. Anyway, here we go. So it's called Lumberjack. Is the program. I've got a function called patrol. This I'm going to use for a lot of my turtles, just when they're out doing things and they need to decide what to do. I haven't played with the new 1.6 features, and Computer Craft 1.6, that is. So there's a lot of new things, and maybe I'm not even aware of all the new things that I can do. But when he's doing patrol, he's just going to go in an info loop. So I do while true do. And every time I get to this while loop, I'm just going to check the fuel, make sure he has enough. If not, I'll show you later, it goes to this 16th slot and just eats a charcoal real quick. Then it does this turtle.inspect, which is brand new. It's going to look at the block in front of him and return the block name, the block ID, and the block metadata, which is really cool. Now you can find out what a turtle is looking at without having it in his inventory. This would have helped amazingly back when I tried the computer graph challenge, which was to take one turtle and do a ton of stuff kind of automatically. It was very difficult because you couldn't tell what the turtle was looking at until he had one of that item, right? So, so much of the code was trying to figure out what item you had. Anyway, he can inspect the thing. I'm ignoring the first parameter, that's why I have an underscore there. That's just a little trick saying I don't care about the first parameter, just ignore it, but assign the second return value to block, a variable called block. Then I check the name of the block that's returned. If it's called Minecraft:leaves, then I just want him to dig it. I don't care, just dig the leaves, that's fine. Because that probably means, like in this case, if there were leaves in front of him right here, he would just dig the leaves. Alright, the next thing to check is if there is a Minecraft:log in front of him. Then he's going to go and do the chop tree function, which I will show you in a minute. Basically, that just chops the tree down and then returns to position. If the block.name is bluepower:marble, which is these blue power, or these marble blocks, then he is going to turn left and then take a nap for 30 seconds. That again is to give the trees some time to grow. Lastly, if none of that is true, there's nothing in front of him, it's not a tree, a log, or marble, just march forward. All right? That is very easy. That's his patrol algorithm. That will mean he will go around in a circle forever, and even if he stops in the middle of the program, when he starts back up, he'll know, oh, what am I looking at? Depending on what I'm looking at, I know where to go, right? Pretty cool. All right, so check full is really easy. Get turtle, get fuel level, it's less than 50, then I select slot 16. I eat one of that slot, so he'll just eat one charcoal and go on his merry way. Pretty easy. And then the last function is chop tree. Again, I'm just going to check the fuel just to make sure there's enough fuel for him to chop the whole tree down. I'm going to dig in front of him, so that's going to dig the wood block in front of him and move forward. Then I'm going to dig down, which would dig the wood block below him, which was a sapling, and turn into wood. Then I'm going to print going up, and I do a loop. While go up is true, I'm going to dig up, move up, and then inspect up, see what's above him. If it's still a log, then we're going to just keep going. If it's not, then we'll go up to false, and that will exit this loop, and he'll stop going up. Then he needs to come down. So the same pretty much thing. I have a variable called go down. While it's true, he'll move down. As soon as the turtle inspects down and finds dirt, that means it's reached the bottom, and then I'll exit the loop by setting go down to false. Last thing, I'm going to move up one, select slot 15, which is the oak sapling, and place it on the dirt. That's it. That's all the code. 75 lines of code. This last one just runs patrol when it starts up. I don't have a startup program set to run the turtle, and just because I don't want him running all the time. I don't quite have enough fuel built up yet. But basically, I can just turn him on, kind of manually, just by typing that. And you can see he's going to go forward. As soon as he gets a tree, he'll take the leaves out. He got to a marble, so he's going to stop here for 30 seconds. And you can see the next thing in front of him is a leaf and then a wood. So he should chop the wood, or chop the leaves, and then he'll do the whole tree program. It's going to take a few seconds, and then we can watch him go. He is fast. I love how fast he does the cutting down of the trees. And this could be infinitely expanded by, as long as it's kind of a rectangle shape with the marble blocks, because he always knows to turn left. I could use another block, like limestone or cobble or something, and say turn right, and then I could make him on this crazy path. I could lay down something, to do path finding, all that kind of stuff. But you can see as soon as he gets to the wood, chops beneath him, goes all the way up to the top, comes back down, plants a sapling, and he's on his way. Look how fast that is. It's crazy fast. And I don't have him getting the saplings because it would just take forever, because you got to wait for all these trees to decay and you can see they get stuck on top. So it was much easier just to put this entire thing over a water drop and have all the saplings collect down here, and then I can just grab them with some method, whatever I choose, to collect the items to vacuum them up. So that's it. That's the entrance to the tree farm with the Lumberjack program. All right, so let's come over here. As you can see, well, you can't really see. There's a window right there. There's kind of a room that I've built there. It's got this natural little window with the water. I think it's cool. Cooler than using glass. Just have this like water window. Yeah. And there's like a cave underneath me that all these zombies like to hang out. And this is basically just my new GregTech setup. I now have 3 coal boilers. That seemed like enough to always run my machines because I'm usually only running 2 or 3 machines. So having 3 was enough. I've got one more spot for 4 here just in case. And I'm using extra utilities transfer nodes to move everything. So you can see over here I've got my infinite water source down under there. I built a transfer node with a world interaction. This was actually very difficult to get because lapis is rarer than diamonds in my case anyway. I've only found like 10 total lapis this whole time, and I've probably found like 40 diamonds. So lapis is pretty rare, so this is a big investment to get that world upgrade. Maybe you just want to go with the build crap pump or something else, but I like the way that this thing works where it just holds 8 stacks in its inventory, and then it kind of just looks for an inventory connected to put it there. So he's got a couple choices. He can fill up the small coal boilers with water. You can see that they're all staying completely full. He can fill up this portable tank with water. That way I have access to get it into my bucket if I need it. And then the last thing he can choose is this igneous extruder. The only purpose I have it is to make stone, so I can make this laboratory block, which is stone and nether quartz. Pretty much that's the only reason I've got this extruder. I might start making a little bit of obsidian once I have some kind of source of lava. But yeah. And originally I was going to have this all be one pipe line. You can see they're 2 separate lines. They don't connect. And then I was going to use filter pipes to say, this one can only accept water. Don't try to put steam in there. But the problem is there's no way to get steam in a bucket, right? Steam you can put in a fluid cell, but the only way to get it into the fluid cell is with a fluid canning machine, which I don't have, right? So that didn't work. So I couldn't find a way to filter. Also the steam bottle, you can't get a glass bottle unless you have a fluid solidifier or an alloy smelter. So yeah. Oh, I do have an alloy smelter, don't I? I might be able to make that. I don't know. But anyway, I couldn't find a way to be able to put steam into this filter like this, like I can do with water really easy. So that's why I separated the lines, because I didn't want water going in these tanks. Anyway, this is for lava, just to fill up this guy when I need it, and he outputs there to that chest. I've got my cauldron here to wash off my bricks. I can just kind of stand in the middle here, take a little bath in my cauldron, and throw the ores in with me. They're kind of like bath salts, right? You just throw them in, and they clean you off, and they clean themselves at the same time. And then each of these GregTech machines, I put a portable tank on top. These are so easy to make. 1 copper, 4 glass to make these tanks. They hold 8 buckets of steam. So I can kind of create a buffer. And by putting them on the orange mode, which is output, it automatically drains down the steam into this guy. So you can see he's just working away. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Back behind here, I've got my sound muffler. Ow! Forget that steam comes out and it's hot. But you definitely need this row here for the steam to output, or it will get stuck. And that's about it. Yeah, these guys are just regular transfer nodes, liquid transfer nodes. I can see those. What's the recipe for those? I think that was more lapis. Yeah, that was the more lapis that I've had to use. I used the ender pearl recipe to get the transfer node, the 4 at once, because the block of redstone you need a compressor for. And I have one, but I didn't want to use it for one thing, right? So yeah, so I can take this iron out, dirty iron, take a little bath here. Come on, go in, and throw it in with me. And it's clean. And we can stick it in here. So yeah, look at all these. These are like the normal ores that I've heard of. I know what they do. These are my just regular ingots and dusts and gems. And then up here, this is all the GregTech stuff that I really have no idea what it all is. Some of it I do know, you know, like brown laminate is just iron. But a lot of it I either can't process or don't really have a reason to process. And then it's already overflowing into a second chest. And then what I was like, I don't want to have all these vanilla chests around here. I want to make iron chests. And I was like, yeah, I'll just upgrade a chest to an iron chest. Well, that's not going to happen. Look, you need 8 iron plates. So that's 16 iron. And a copper chest, which is 16 more copper. So that's crazy to get up there. Yeah. And even the upgrades, you can't even craft the upgrades. They didn't include recipes for them. Which kind of sucks. I really like being able to just upgrade a chest. Anyway, that's my base, guys. What are some other things? Oh, I made these canvas bags. Canvas bags are pretty easy to make. They're just 8 canvas, which is just string around sticks. We have flax farms all over the server, so I've just been harvesting the string whenever I'm back in spawn or at someone else's base, and I just borrow all their string because it grows back so fast. And I've made 2 canvas bags. To dye them, you just add a dye next to them. That's pretty easy. I made a clipboard recipe like that, really easy. And that's kind of, I think I got this method from Acco a long time ago on just having a to-do list. Just because I have so much in my head of like, oh, I got to do this and this and this, and then I forget things and yeah, everything. So, yep, we made the clipboard. I made a chisel. I made a turtle. I made the canvas bags. We're not going to do iron chests, so get rid of that. Tree farm is there. I made a satchel. Oh, that's the other thing. This was very disappointing. I think I put it actually inside the yellow bag. So one thing is bags cannot go inside bags. They're blacklisted, but satchels can. So if you want to make one canvas bag and make it huge, you could just fill it with satchels. Because each of these satchels starts out with 9 inventory spaces, but you can upgrade them. So this basic satchel is 9. You upgrade it with some Invar and tin, and it becomes a hardened satchel, which I think either has 18 or 27. I'm not sure because I haven't made one. But anyway, I was disappointed that that was so small to begin with, so I just put it in there. I've got my mining turtle here. He helped me hollow out this area. Pretty much just kind of like telling him to go make hallways and that kind of stuff. Tunnels. Yeah, tunnels. And got to keep this running. What else? Anything else on this clipboard that I didn't show off? Oh, a hang glider. I wanted to get a hang glider, but I only made half of one because I don't think I had enough leather at the time. 6 leather, 2 sticks. Let's see if I have enough leather now, because I did kill a few more cows. Where did I put that? Ah, nope, still only 3 leather. Okay, well, guess we're not doing that. This is all my kind of like stuff I've crafted, that kind of stuff. Weapons and armor in there, all my tools, some books up there. This is all like mob drops and plants. And then this would be just building blocks. Why do I have dirt in there? Dirt's supposed to go in there. And then that one is empty. This one's empty. Cool, so I got a lot more sorted out. Okay, so the next thing really to do, if I'm going to load up the GregTech survival guide again, because, you know, as I was telling you before, I'm pretty noobish when it comes to this. Oh, and one thing I did not do is go collect all my saplings. I wanted them to despawn. Oh, baby! You stole my saplings! Come back! Get back here! How many saplings did he take? 14 saplings! Dude! You're a greedy little baby. Okay. Where did the turtle go? He's kind of hanging out. Alright, we'll just terminate him there. He's been driving around forever. I forget that, you know, maybe I'll up it to a minute. Oh, that's how you're getting in. I forgot to close my crappy little door. Yeah, let's go close my door. I'll make a door eventually. More important things to do. There we go. That's my door. Yeah, you thought you... Oh, you're gonna steal my stuff too? Just like your little baby did? Okay, anyway. Survival guide. It says, you know, make all those basic machines like we did. And then the next thing we need to get is a Nope, not that. End of the Bronze Age. High pressure, so we need to get steel, which makes, yeah. Anyway, where is that? A bronze-plated blast furnace. Did I show that in the last episode? I don't remember. It's been a while. Bronze-plated blast furnace. Here we go. So you need one of these. This is pretty easy. It's only 4 bronze plates, but this one you need 32 of these guys. So that's 3 stacks? 6 stacks? I don't know. 6 stacks of bronze, 3 stacks of plates. And I have... Where did I put the plates? In here. I've already made 10, so I need 22 more. So it's 11 more stacks of plates. No, I don't know. Oh man, I'm getting 22, 6, 11, 3, 33 more stacks. No, that's way too much. I can't do the math. Forget it. Anyway, so we need to make those. I think I'm going to cut and then we'll build that thing as soon as I have all the 32 plates ready. I'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. Probably like a couple hours in my time, but a few seconds for you. Alrighty, guys. It's been about 2.5 hours of mining and babysitting GregTech machines, but we finally have 32 bronze holes. I actually got 26 extra. Wow. I didn't realize I had that much extra. Anyway, 32 bronze-plated bricks and a bronze-plated blast furnace. Alright, I want to keep one of these because I'm going to show you what I did on accident. If you have one of these in your hand and you try and open up one of your machines, it attaches to it. And basically that prevents you from clicking on it. Like, I can't right-click on to access the interface. And it was stuck there. I had no idea how to get rid of it. And the only way we figured out on the server, Little Raccoon figured this out, is to use a crowbar. Right-click. It'll give it to you back. Crowbar is made with rods, which are made with a file and any ingot, any kind of blue dye, a hammer, and a file. So I made mine out of bronze so that it's level 2 and it can move level 2 blocks. Cool. Anyway, that's that. There's actually, that opened up a whole new research. We started researching in, is there anything else you can add to the side of a thing? And you can actually add these heat vents. These are normally used in icy nuclear reactors, but if you craft one of these, you can put it on the side of your machine and it'll operate faster, more efficiently. And I think it's better as you go up. So I'm not sure if you can use the overclocked or the reactor. You also can attach overclockers to them. So these guys, I think, yeah, these guys, overclockers from IC2. So they take more power, so I guess that would mean more steam. Or if once you're into the electrical age, more electricity. But they make it super fast. So as soon as we can make this, I guess, you're already in the electrical age, you're going to be using electrical. As soon as we can get these, we're going to have to apply them because that is awesome. Okay, let's get to making this thing. This is a 3x3x4 structure, plus it needs a vent on the top. So that's why I've left a 5th thing there. So we're going to put 9 on the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to put, it's going to be 4 high. And we're going to leave the middle column empty all the way up. That's kind of like the chimney. And this thing better have told me the right number of things to put. I remember this one was just a bunch of furnaces and plates, so it was actually easier to make than the holes. That's like the controller, and then 1 and 2. There we go. Cool. So that's the structure. It's correct. We put our material burn here and our fuel here and what we're going to burn there. It'll upgrade. So let's grab our iron. We're going to take 32 iron, half a stack, put it in there, and I want to see if this coal coke works. Because if it does, then we're going to have to make a, one of the railcraft machines that makes the coal coke. Oh, 2 coal cokes. Okay, 2 coal cokes and 1 iron. Look like for 1 steel, maybe? Show me... Come on, blast furnace. What's wrong, blast furnace? There's so much things you can do to iron. Did I pass it? There we go. So we get 1 steel ingot and a small pile of dark ashes. Okay. 25 seconds. That looks like it's going to take longer than 25 seconds. But I think it said 4 coal for 1 iron, so we use half as much coal if we use coal coke, which I think is a good trade-off, and that definitely means we need to do some railcraft. Is he talking about mine or his own? At spawn. Oh, it's I think he's over in Kia's and Kiki's and Thrax, and I'm actually gonna join with them on some community builds because to have a Void Age where you can chunk load, you have to have 5 people, I think is the new rule. So, anyway, okay, we got this guy going. You can see smoke's coming out the top, so it's a good thing I put that there. I can now cover it up. I don't need to, wait, there's 3 of them. I don't need to be able to see the top, that's fine. So I'm just going to make it look pretty, and there it goes. Beautiful. I love it. And all my machines, this guy doesn't need water or anything, he just needs some kind of fuel source. So I think the next thing to do is well, of course, get steel and start getting better machines. Get the strong machines. Let's look at them real quick and see what our goal is, how much steel we're going to need. So let's look at GregTech and start looking for these, what are they called? Harden? No. High pressure. High pressure. So we've got the high pressure coal boiler. That one would just, I guess, burn faster, so it makes more bronze or more steam. I was reading bronze there. More steam. Excuse me. Probably uses fuel faster, I'd assume. But that one is 10 steel. The lava boiler. Also, well, that's even more. That's a lot more steel. It's kind of like yeah, that's 10 plus another 10. So 20 to get the lava boiler. Cool. Furnace here is actually 7 of these pipes. So that's another 24. No, 12. Well, then you gotta make 7. I hate when you have to make 1 more than it gives you. And a steel hole, which is another 10. My goodness. You need so much steel. Macerator will need more diamonds. This one only takes 4. That's good. So we can make the 2 together, and a steel hole, which is 8. Holy crap. Extractor, forge hammer, compressor. We'll probably only make the ones we use a lot of, because it's like, do we really need an alloy smelter anymore since we're done getting bronze? You know, so we might wait on that one until we actually have a need to make alloys. And I think there are some needs, but just not right off the bat. And I think the things we really need are get the coal boiler so we can get some more steam quicker, and maybe the macerator, because that's where we want to. We want to start macerating this gigantic backlog of ores that I have sitting here. So, yeah, we'll definitely get a new macerator and some new boilers as soon as we get the steam here. Look, we got our first piece of steam. All right, with that, guys, we're going to end the episode. We have moved into the high-pressure steam steel age. I don't know what you want to call it. But anyway, it took a while. That was a lot of work, a lot of time invested, but we do finally have a blast furnace. If you liked the episode, hit that like button. If you want to see more, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Also, stay tuned for additional episodes of Material Energy Hypercubed. Let me know what you want to see on the Resurrected server, and I'll try and get to it. I'll definitely keep trying to integrate some computer craft into the builds that I do where they're appropriate. And I will see you guys next episode. Until then, this has been FunShotX for Feed the Beast Resurrection. Catch you later. Bye.